Hi, my name is Mohammed Hussein Khan Sahab, and I'm here to present my part 2 of the assignment where I will talk about the current graduate market, current states of employability, the skills required in today's industry, and I will also be doing a short reflection on myself using my personal development plan and analysis I have carried out prior to this presentation. So let's get started with the graduate market. Firstly, when looking at the current graduate market, we can see that the employability for graduates has increased this year. However, when the coronavirus pandemic hit in 2020, employability went down by 12.3%. Many investment banks, technology firms, chemical and pharmaceutical companies had to start making cuts, and they were struggling financially. This also decreased graduate employability as now businesses did not have the capital to recruit new people into their business. Before the pandemic had affected job recruitment, many businesses had planned to take on a large number of graduates compared to the previous years, but did not go to plan due to financial setbacks. 12 out of 15 key industries and business sectors were planning on taking on a lot more graduates compared to the amount recruited in previous years. Many employers that had agreed to take on certain graduates held on to their offer and were postponed to the start date of 2022. Overall, there were approximately 3,700 less graduates employed than had been planned by the leading employers of the UK. Moving on to the general skills required by employers and management job requirements. So, there are a certain set of skills required by every employer for their employee. However, according to research, the top 10 general skills required are commercial awareness, communication, teamwork, negotiation and persuasion, problem solving, leadership, organization, perseverance and motivation, the ability to work under pressure, and confidence. After doing some research into management job requirements after checking on websites such as Indeed, we found out that there are a certain amount of skills that are required for management jobs, and the skills are to have demonstrable experience in similar customer facing management roles, experience of management or mentoring, strong organizational skills, excellent communication skills, and being positive, proactive, and being able to love working in a team. Next, I carried out a self-analysis. I took the Myers-Briggs personality test, which shows me as a commander, who are natural-born leaders. People with this personality type embody the gifts of charisma and confidence, and project authority in a way that draws crowds together behind a common goal. However, commanders are also characterized by an often ruthless level of rationality, using their drive, determination, and sharp minds to achieve whatever goal they've set for themselves. I have also completed a SWOT analysis that shows my strengths are solving problems, customer service, public speaking, commercial awareness. My weaknesses are numerical reasoning, procrastination. The opportunities I receive are university placements, online classes, and the threats are not being able to fit all these classes into my schedule and being able to get the time to improve on all of my weaknesses within the time set. Now I carried out a gap analysis on myself. I found out that some of the weaknesses I had were quality assessing, strategy planning, numerical reasoning, and coaching. And in order to achieve my goals, the gap I need to fulfill is to take multiple tests online to improve my numerical reasoning. I need to attempt to quality assess projects. I need to attempt my coaching skills on groups of people. When researching what the ideal candidate should have, I found out that the ideal candidate must have strong organization skills, be able to communicate effectively, they must have a positive mindset, and they must be able to take control when working in a team. After checking out my personal development plan, I found out that I needed to learn numerical reasoning, I need to practice, make a study schedule, and take many practice tests. And there are loads of online resources and quizzes you can take for numerical reasoning. I took the tests, and once I felt confident in them, I carried on. Strategy planning was another thing. Many journals and articles are about regarding how to improve strategy planning, and researching and reading those articles was ideal for me. I took strategy planning quizzes online and attempted them until I was satisfied with my score. Quality assessing is another thing that I need to work on. There are techniques that need to be incorporated into my methods of quality assessing, which I had been missing before. So in order to do this, the resources I'll need is there are many online resources for quality assessing which provide an in-depth explanation on how to improve. Coaching. For coaching, there are multiple ways to improve. It can be in person or you could take online classes. I used articles and videos online on YouTube which gave coaching classes, and there's a series of them. And once I felt confident throughout them, I carried on and went on to a group to start to try coach myself. So my first objective was numerical reasoning. In my schedule, I set a time where every week I'd attempt to the quiz and reflect on my answers. And until my test wasn't over 70%, I did not carry on. The next thing I needed to work on was strategy planning. I read a journal on how to improve strategy planning and then went online to research and take quizzes. I read a journal and I went on managementhelp.org to take quizzes regarding this. And once I was satisfied with my score, I moved on to my next objective. My third objective was quality assessing. I researched online the techniques that need to be incorporated into my methods for quality assessing, and then I attempted to remark my siblings' homework over the past few months and leave constructive feedback. Quality assessment and improvement process articles are very common, which provide an in-depth explanation on how to improve and which steps needed to be taken to improve. I used the recommendations provided and incorporated the techniques onto my siblings' homework. My success criteria was that I attempted to quality assess a project that had been previously assessed and checked whether I had done a good job or not. And then after checking if I achieved it by the date set, I had done. Now moving on to my fourth and final objective, which is coaching. So I went through a series of articles and general coaching skills on YouTube until I was satisfied with my knowledge and was ready to show it in the world. So the resources I used were online journals, articles, and YouTube. Once I felt confident enough in my coaching skills, I attempted to coach a group of people for a private football game. And this was also completed within the set time. Gibbs reflective cycle. So I went to try out my coaching skills on a group of young athletes for a session. When I first arrived, I was nervous, but everyone was friendly and let me attempt my coaching skills on them. To evaluate, it went well, but I think I need to work on my people skills a little more. It was a good opportunity, but not something I would choose to do again with the knowledge I have now. To conclude, I should look for an experience that is more tailored to my situation and my needs, and I'll continue to work on my people skills as an action plan. My next slide is my revised SWOT analysis. As you can see in the weaknesses, most of them have now moved to strengths. I now have solving problems, customer service, public speaking, numerical reasoning, coaching, quality assessing, and strategy planning all as a strength, as I've been working on them and I've been getting better and better. But I did realize that I do have a few weaknesses also. Procrastination, people skills, time management, and delegating tasks can be proven difficult at times. Opportunities I have received are university placements, online classes, and my weekend football team. The threats I am currently facing are not being able to fit all of this into my schedule and improve on all of my weaknesses and getting all of this done within the time frame. So I also revised my gap analysis. I realized that the weaknesses I have are time management, delegating skills, and procrastination mainly. And I could also work on my coaching a little bit more. So I need to further increase the interaction with people. I need to improve my time management skills. I also need to attempt my coaching skills on a group of people more often and be more involved. And in general, I just need to become a lot more productive. After revising my personal development plan, I realized that I need to learn on my people skills. I need to practice, attend more group activities whenever I get the opportunity. And once I feel confidence in this, I'll move on to the next objective. Then it'd be time management. I need to create a schedule for my day and set out all my day-to-day tasks. I also need to get better at delegating tasks, which means I have to put myself in more situations, more scenarios where I'm the leader and I'm able to delegate tasks. This would be done in person, and I'll attempt to delegate tasks until I feel that I'm satisfied and I've done it to a high enough standard. My final goal is to work on my procrastination. For procrastination, the way of improving would just be self-awareness, to realize as soon as you are procrastinating and switch to doing something a lot more productive. I feel like my schedule will also help with this, and once my goals are achieved, I shall move on to the next objective. And these are the references that I have. Thank you.